Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Pits. We unveiled the portable battery-powered pellet grill by Pit Boss not too long ago, and I keep getting asked the same question. How long will it last? Well, in this video, we're about to find out, and I can promise you one thing. It lasted longer than I did. We got the tabletop model today. We have a 6.5 pound pork butt. The other options were 9 and 10 pounds. And I thought, you know what? If you have this, you're probably not going for the biggest, baddest pork butt there is. So we settled with the 6.5 pounds. If that's the right answer or not, I'm sorry. That's just what we decided to go with, okay? There are some things to note. We have Bear Mountain pellets today. We have pecan and hickory. I'm going about 75 hickory, 25% pecan. I've never tried either one of these. I'm excited to try it. You do not have to keep your battery in your pellet smoker to charge it up. You just take it out. The battery cable goes inside your battery and you charge it up overnight. So to that, I'm going to show you really quick. Just like that, okay? I have emptied my pellet hop as much as possible. There's not a pellet dump, okay? So I've emptied as much as possible. There's a secure grate, a safety grate right there. One. Let's do a 3-to-1 ratio. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. What I'm doing now is just making one more mix because I feel like there's probably no doubt I have to add pellets. So to get everything cleaned up and ready to go, I might as well just make another mix, leave it outside. And then when this pellet hopper needs more pellets, then I am ready to go. To get started, everything's ready to go. The pellet hopper is full. It's a warm 17 degrees out here today. So this is my thought process. It's got 250 and it's got 300, no 275. 275 is kind of like my sweet spot. You guys can see that when we cooked our first pork butt on the Traeger Ironwood XL. That is the sweet spot that I use. So my thought is, let's turn it on. Because on the Pit Bosses, you want to keep the lid open while it's in start mode. While it's doing its thing and warming up, I'm going to season the pork butt. I'm probably going to start it at 250. I'm going to monitor the cook throughout it, but I am going to be mindful of what I'm doing. This video is not just about how long will it last, as much as it is how long will it last, and let's cook a good pork butt. I don't want to ruin the meat. Our family's going to eat it. So whatever I can do to make a better pork butt, that's what I'm going to do. So while this is starting up, I said I'm going to keep it about 250. I've taken a quarter sheet tray. I wrapped it aluminum foil just to protect it. Because on this pellet smoker, your hot spot's right there in the middle, okay? This flame broiler is right there. That's where your fire pot is, underneath there. Okay, so you put the diffuser plate over there. You put that on there. Just for a little extra protection, because I do feel like there's no way to offset this to alleviate the hot spot. I'm just going to put a sheet tray there. I've got this as well. It's elevated to allow that airflow to get inside. Whether it be right or wrong, like I said, I'm gonna try to make the best pork butt possible. Since this flap right here has a ton of fat, I'm gonna keep that actually for protection. I might have trimmed that off if it was lean, but when you fold it over, you have all that protection. That might benefit us down the road. So quickly, cue that same way we did on the Traeger. Hit all sides, no binder, no scoring the fat cap. Come back and hit it with my Texas style rub, salt, pepper, garlic, seasoned salt, some other shenanigans. After your sides and bottom are done, just come back and hit that top. That way your presentation side is ready to go. While that's going, our pellet smoker's warming up. You can see that we got some smoke rolling. That's good. All right, she's up to temp. She's about 250. Pork butt on. Night, night. Alrighty, we're roughly about an hour and 45 minutes in. First time I checked it, actually really impressed. You can see that we're drying out a little bit. Already some nice color. I'm just going to turn this around for even cooking. Just hit it with some apple cider vinegar. I'll leave my fat cap alone so it can render out a little bit more. I don't want to keep the lid open too much, but let me show you the pellet dump. Not much used at all, so I won't add any more pellets at the time. Alrighty, we're really close to the 8-hour mark. So I don't really like to hide anything when I do my videos. You guys see it happen like naturally. Like I don't sugarcoat stuff. I have had problems out of my light showing up down here. Called Pit Boss. I was on the chat support first, and then I end up just calling them. We registered my grill. It's only like 3 weeks old. Registered my grill, and they're actually sending me out another one. This light is supposed to be on at all times, and mine's not coming on, so it's hard to show you how much battery's left. But with that being said, when you do, I've added a little power supply right here, and as soon as it touches it, then I'll see how much battery's left, and I've still got 3 dots out of 4 dots. We're 8 hours in. So we're going to check the pellets, how much needs to be added or how much it's used, and we're going to actually see the pork butt. I haven't seen it in 2 hours. So wow, not bad, not bad. One small thing I learned about this probe port is you got to be careful, because your unit is so small you can't put the probe just anywhere you want to, because obviously you don't want it next to the bone. Obviously you'll probably want to use gloves. Being at 250 for 8 hours, I can live with that. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe 50% of the pellets. Let me go get some and fill it up real quick. Just to clarify, they're sending me another battery pack, not like a new unit. They're just sending this out to me. So I just want to clarify that. All right. I remember that mix I made earlier. Golly, it seems like 3 days ago I made that mix. And my guess is that's probably going to be pretty close to getting us all the way through the finish line. If I was in a hurry, which not really, I'd probably crank it up just to the 300 mark. I've had it on 250 the whole time. If the point of the video is to see how far or how long it'll last, then that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to keep the pork butt on there. It's been running at 250. I'm at 150 internal. We haven't hit the stall yet. We're going to lose light. It's going to be horrible lighting, but there's just no possible way during daylight savings time that we could start and finish a pork butt in light. That's just how it's going to be. So that's the only way we're going to be able to tell how long the battery lasts. So I still don't know if I'm going to wrap yet. We're just going to let it keep going, let it keep going, let it keep going. If I wrap, then we'll film it. If I don't wrap, then we're just going to push to the stall, and I'll start checking probe about 196-ish to 203, somewhere through there, just to see what kind of tenderness we're looking for. See, the lights just came back on. So now I'm at 50%. It was at 3, now it's on there, so it's kind of like coming on and off. So they're just going to replace this battery pack for me. All right, it's outlasted me. I'm tired. Like, I didn't think it was going to last this long. All right, so a couple things. One, I've kept it on 250 the whole time. This is the 12-hour mark. So what we're going to do, instead of keeping it at 250, I'm going to bump it to 300 because I'm in the stall and it seems like it's taking forever. I'm going to check my pellets in a second. We're still at 2 bars. I can't imagine the 2 bars lasting long, especially bumping up to 300. But I told you we're going to see how long it's going to last, so we're going to see how long it's going to last. Got my little spritzer here. I'm going to need to rotate.
Ooh, it looks good.
I probably, honestly, should wrap. It's getting dark. Maybe 40%. Again, so looking pretty good. See how much color we got. Man, it's a lot of color for that little smoker.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, let me figure plan B. I did not expect to wrap. I didn't expect to get color.
And I didn't expect it to cook this long. So it's interesting.
Do you want to explain why you spray the paper?
Just makes it more pliable. Doesn't roll up on you. Easier to fold. Keeps moisture in it. All right, let's see here. It's funny. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it is the truth. I kept looking at my grease trap today and thinking, man, this is like a lean pork butt. Like, I'm not getting any fat at all. Like 6 hours into the cook, then I remembered it's on a sheet tray. Like, there's going to be no oils in there. It's all going to be in the sheet pan. Anyways. All right, we are going to wrap tight. Fat side up, fat side down. Fat side up. Just like that. Because this is going to play a big part of it too. Let me show you my red thermometer. It's 41 degrees outside. We started at 17 degrees. It probably rose up maybe to 48 degrees today. So this thing, you know, to be pourable and to be that cold, I think speaks a little bit higher than, you know, being 80 degrees outside and everything being perfect. So back in my probe goes. Like I said, I've got it up to 300 and we'll see how long it lasts. I'm tired. All right. We've been hitting 199 to 200 degrees internal temp. It's fine with me. I'm calling it done for the night. It's still going. It's still going. So if you ask me how long it's going to last, I don't know. We never got to that point to where it didn't turn off. But I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to hold it
14 hours.
Oh yeah. Here, yeah. That's why I brought this phone out. 10:17. And I started the smoker at exactly 8:15 this morning. Golly. So.
Are we going to mention my screensaver there?
Oh, no, I don't need to hear about that junk. I've got a little tabletop counter style toaster oven. I'm just going to hold it overnight. What I'm going to do now is just shut it off. And then tomorrow morning, we will finish the pork butt, and I'll actually show you how much residue and how much pellets and all that stuff that it used. 24 hours later, it is exactly 8:34 a.m. When I talk about holding my briskets overnight or a pork butt overnight, I typically don't do a pork butt overnight, but with time frames and all that stuff, the video is more about how long will it last. So we just held our pork butt overnight. This is a little gadget I'm talking about, a little toaster oven. It's from Breville. And let me just show you this function real quick. So I've got it on warm, and warm can go all the way down to 110 degrees. Obviously, that's in the danger zone. I kept it at 155, and it's got 72 hours. You can keep it on there at 155. So if you guys are interested or something like that, we'll have a link in the description below. I swear by it. We use it every single day. My wife makes toast. That's about it all she does. But that way it just gives you a visual. I know I'll talk about it, but unless you actually see it and see the functions on it. And I got this idea from Chud's Barbecue. We reached back and forth a little bit. And he had mentioned before in a video, just caught me off guard, like how can you hold something overnight? Because my big oven only does 170, but when you actually put a probe thermometer in there, it's about 15 degrees higher than what the thermometer says, so 185. And that overcooks a lot of things. But with this being so low a temp and for so long, it's almost like, you know, you just put it in there and set it and forget it. So let's go back outside so I can freeze my you-know-what off. All right, before we break into the pork butt, I just wanted to show you. I filled it up several times. My guess, if it's a 7-pound hopper, it probably went through about, if I'm just guessing, 15 to 20 pounds of pellets. The one good thing that I realized last night when I was doing this, that if you are taking this on the road portable style camping, remember I mentioned in the earlier part of the video about the grease not coming in here. If you do buy a small sheet tray, that is a really good idea because, you know, if you are camping, you want to keep the food away from the critters. If you just line it with aluminum foil, and then when you're done, you just take that aluminum foil and then throw it in the trash can somewhere else, then it's just one less thing you got to clean up. So, I mean, And then I'm just going to take this off so you guys can see the ash underneath. Just like anything else, you'd have to clean it. There's your burn pot, and then you got ashes around. And it actually was extremely efficient. So there you go. That is, oh, let me show you here. It's still on two lights. All right, this is what we're here for. All right, I'm just going to keep it in the butcher paper while I do this. Oh yeah. I mean, that is beautiful. Look at the color between the bark and the glove. You know, holding overnight didn't seem to overcook it.
Oh man.
Not at all. We just filmed a pork butt on the new Traeger Ironwood XL. And this was equally comparable. The Traeger didn't get near as barky, but it wasn't on there as long. It cooked at a higher temp. This was a completely different method, different results. But the taste is undeniable. I mean, it is absolutely undeniable.
It's good.
I know you don't buy this little portable grill to cook a whole pork butt. So there you go. You guys asked, we did it, and that's what it's all about. All right, just to wrap it up, just to recap, we set it at 250. I think it smoked for 14 hours on 250 on a full battery. It dropped down to about half, and then we cranked it up to 300 to bust through the stall, and we only had it on there for about 2.5 hours after that at 300, and our battery meter is still showing half. So no telling how long it could have went. But if you bought this to specifically smoke a pork butt and depend on that only, or if you bought it to have fun to take with you, now you know. You can buy extra batteries to go with it if you're that worried, and you can also plug it up to power in the cook or something like that. So you don't have to rely just solely on the battery. One thing of note before we get off here, we are immediately going to start filming another video for the Flat Top King, where we're doing like a chive, jalapeno, cream cheese, pulled pork, bagel with egg and all that stuff. If you guys are interested, you guys can check out that channel, The Flat Top King. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Impressed.
It's dang good.
Impressed.